Every city has its own urban legends. But in mine, there's one no one likes to talk about. A man who rides the night train and never gets off. When I was a teenager, I took the regional night train almost every weekend. It was cheap, always empty, and had this weird charm. Humming lights, long metallic corridors, that distant rumble of wheels on old tracks. But there was one thing everyone avoided. One thing even the conductors pretended not to see. Car 7. Not because it was dirty or broken or haunted in the usual campfire story way. No, Car 7 had a passenger. Always the same man. Mid-40s, thin, pale, with messy black hair and a dark coat that looked older than the train itself. He sat in the same seat every night. Row 14, window side. Hands folded, back straight, eyes fixed on the opposite wall. Never blinking, never moving, never reacting. People called him the Watcher, though he never watched anything. He stared straight ahead, like the world didn't exist. Some said he had been riding that same route for years. Some said longer. There were rumors that if you sat in the row behind him, you'd hear him whisper. Rumors that if you touched him, your hand went numb for hours. Rumors that conductors had tried removing him, and every time he was back the next night, as if he'd simply reappeared. I thought it was all nonsense, until the night I got curious, and incredibly, unbelievably stupid. It was a Thursday. The train was almost empty, rain tapping on the windows, faded yellow lights flickering. I walked past Car 5, Car 6, then reached the sliding door to Car 7. It was colder inside, much colder, like someone had opened a window in winter. And there he was, the Watcher. Same seat, same posture, same dead stillness. But seeing him in person was different. He wasn't creepy because of how he looked. He was creepy because he felt like negative space, like something that shouldn't exist in our world was trying to imitate a person and didn't fully understand how. The air around him felt wrong, too quiet, too heavy. I forced myself to walk down the aisle, pretending I was just passing through. But when I was 3 steps away, something happened that froze me in place. He breathed, just once, slow, deep, like a machine waking up. I don't know why, but I sat across the aisle from him, close enough to see the pale cracks in his lips, close enough to hear the slight whistle in his nose when he inhaled. He didn't acknowledge me. He didn't blink. He didn't turn. But as the train moved, I noticed something horrifying. He wasn't staring at the wall. His eyes were locked on his own reflection in the window, and he was smiling, just barely, a thin, unnatural curve. It wasn't the reflection of a bored man. It was the reflection of someone watching something interesting unfold. I stood up instantly, walked backward, slow, careful, and then the train lights flickered, only for half a second. But in that half second, I saw it. His reflection didn't flicker with the lights. It stayed perfectly still, bright, lit, like it was glowing. And then, as if it noticed me noticing, the reflection turned its head toward me, not the real man, not the body sitting across from me, just the reflection. I ran. I reached the next car and collapsed onto a seat, hyperventilating. An older conductor saw me and walked over. "You went into Car 7, didn't you?" he asked. I nodded. He sighed, took off his hat, and looked down the corridor with this mixture of fear and obligation. "Listen carefully," he said. "That man, we don't know who he is. We tried IDing him. Nothing. We tried waking him. He doesn't respond. Police removed him once. Next night, he was back. Cameras glitch when they film him. The only rule is, don't sit near him, and never ever look directly into the window when he's there." I swallowed hard. "Why?" The conductor looked at me, genuinely shaken. "Because what you see in the reflection isn't him." Before I could ask anything else, the train screeched violently, like it hit something massive. Passengers screamed. The lights went out. Everything shook. 5 seconds later, the emergency lights came on. I ran back toward Car 7. I don't know why. Morbid curiosity, panic, adrenaline. But when I got there, the car was empty. Seat 14 was cold. The window was cracked. The reflection, gone. I never found out what happened that night. No news report. No police record. It was like the incident never happened. But sometimes when I ride the night train now, I look down the corridor. And sometimes I see Car 7, dim, flickering, even when the official train map says the train only has 6 cars. And when the doors slide open, I see him, sitting, hands folded, staring into the window, waiting for someone curious enough to sit across from him.